Sagittarius, welcome to your love reading. Let's see, we're going to start off by drawing 3 cards from this lovely angel deck for you to see what the angels have got to say. We're going to draw some oracle cards for you, some tarot cards, and then finishing off to see which crystal energy is there for you, as well as a card from the Keepers of the Light. Sagittarius, on the burn. On the burn. On the burn. Okay. Alright. So, the one thing I will tell you though is there's a hesitancy here to take charge of a situation. Okay? So, we're starting off with the Angel of Soulmates. So, this reading focuses on love. And this is the angel of soulmates supporting you right now. This is the angel that is supporting you, the energy that is supporting you, the universal energy that's supporting you in getting the situation figured out. Because I feel that for some of you, you might be in a situation where you opened your heart and now there's almost sort of like the backlash of this whole heart opening. You're like, so now what? You know? So I opened my heart. I set myself ready. Now what? You know, why is it that, you know, when I decided to take a chance on love, that I'm having these problems now? Because you can really see how this thing can work out in your mind. You know, how this thing can be wonderful to your life, how it can work for both of you. You can see this. And it's very hard once we open our hearts to now almost have to say goodbye to this, because everything I did up to this point was getting ready to say hello to this. So what am I to do now? All right. You're receiving support in that. You're not alone in that. The universe is aware of your situation and those urges that you have. I'm not going to name the urges. We both know what the urges are. You know. And then Angel of Adventure, which came out in the reading for Leo, in the beginning of the reading for Leo. All right, this is you actually taking the steps, and you might not even realize that you're doing so, in making this connection work out. A lot of what you're doing and a lot of what you've done, more than you actually realize, a lot of what you've done was to get yourself to the space where you are ready for this that is coming your way. Now, bear in mind, you don't have to take every single point, every single step from your wisdom. You've got a whole universe, infinite wisdom, possibility, potential, solutions that is available to you. Make use of that. Call on that. Be like, yo, I'm down here. I could do, you know, with some assistance, because there's a lot of angelic energy around you at the moment. There's a lot of assistance around you at the moment, and especially with divine timing. You might be waiting on divine timing, but for many of you, I feel that you're actually working with divine timing right now. Also remember, the thing with divine timing is that it is what you align to. All the possibilities are there. And I feel that your alignment at this particular point in time, which is more surrender space, doing what you can and, you know, making peace with what you can't, that is you placing yourself fantastically in the fast lane, but the sort of, you know, the super lane of surrender, of divine timing. Okay? Lovely stuff. Now, this is the one that we were talking about, that you might be having some challenges with, Angel of Power. Some of you are very, very, very hesitant to allow yourself for your heart to, like, you know, fully open to a long-term sort of plan of how things can be, because what if it doesn't happen? It is actually a mind pattern, an energy pattern that is driven by fear, that is driven by, you know, sort of like uncertainty, not wanting to allow myself to feel that. Because what if I feel that? What if I allow myself to hope and then it doesn't work out? Now I'm the fool. All right? That's sort of like the mind confusion that's going on there. So some of you may think that you don't care. But what's actually happening is that you do care. You just don't feel that it's safe to care. So you're rather going to pretend that you don't feel anything. You're going to convince yourself that I'm standing in my own power, that I don't need that, that, that I'm fully in control of my life. I can be the strong, powerful being all on my own. Stop lying to yourself. All right? To those of you that it applies to. We're going to clarify that. That very superwoman sort of figure over there. We're going to clarify that for you. Okay? Let's first start with this Angel of Soulmates. Using the Sacred Traveler. Let's check this Angel of Soulmates, Kevin, because here's a beautiful connection happening over here. And it might be maybe a bit of an on-off sort of situation. But I feel that you and your person are exactly where you are meant to be. The cards that you got for that is Gates of Triumph. Success expands in your life. Look at this beautiful part. You know those gates opening? We allow things to be whatever they are, even if we don't always understand what those things are. And we take the path even though we don't understand what it is always. You've got the trust, the faith, and the knowing that there's a power. You can call it greater than yourself if you want to, but you are also an extension of this. It's part of you. It's like Lao Tzu said, that the journey of 1,000 miles begin with one single step. Oprah Winfrey always speaks about taking the next logical step. All right, this is for you. This is you walking in faith. This is letting you know that you are, even though it may not seem that way for some of you, you are actually on the right path. You are actually on the best path. The divine timing, the divine alignment that you're looking for, you're on it. All right, and sometimes we don't even realize that it's happening until we sort of look back afterwards. And if we do that sort of like retrospect sort of view on our life, we get that sometimes. This is you being in the flow. How do you stay in the flow? Grace and gratitude. Through gratitude, joy expands. By allowing yourself to accept this as a possibility, you are aligning with the sort of invitation that life is giving you, letting you know that this is here. Sometimes we miss out on the greatest things in life, the most beautiful things, because we sort of hold on to stuff. We don't want to give life that little bit of a little bit of a like surprise me type of vibe. Okay, and I know it's not always easy, but it's worth it. Because there's magic here. There's magic to be experienced. There's magic unfolding in your life right now. And you can see it in all areas of your life. All right? And it is as we align with that, as you realize, I live in a wonderful world. Yes, there's a lot of things happening at the moment, but I live in a beautiful world. I'm a divine being. I'm an expression of infinite possibility made possible. That's who you are. And as we begin to realize that, the miracles we seek, all you need to do is look in the mirror. Your life begins to change. You begin to realign back into the alignment that society sort of taught you to not be in alignment with. All right? You are not limited. You are not less. You are a divine being of love and of light and of potential, and you deserve love. Everybody deserves it. You deserve love. You are worthy of it. Everything is smooth sailing. We're talking about that angel of adventure, that sort of divine timing space that you're in at the moment, realizing that you are exactly where you need to be for where you'd like to go. In the flow, everything is smooth sailing. All right? This is you being the magic. All the magic that we really used to believe in, like, when we were younger in our life, the Tooth Fairy and Santa Claus and all those type of things, you are realizing now that all that magic is you. It's like Peter Pan, my favorite probably story in the whole wide world. It's about realizing the magic within yourself that you've always been. View from above, angel of power, get the big picture. This is for this card that we were talking about. Get the big picture. There is so much more to this situation that meets the eye, and it can be incredible. Okay? Ride the wave, ride the ride. Good things are coming your way, and so it is, and so it is. Okay? Open your heart, your mind, your soul to it. Breathe it into your cells. Good things are coming your way. Accept it as a truth for yourself. Okay? And for those of you that always support my channel, I want to let you know that I'm grateful. I'm sending you love. It means everything to me because I love what I do. I love being able to touch your life because I know that it unlocks the potential that you are born with to live a far greater life than you ever imagined. And for those of you that don't know me, I'd like to welcome you to my channel. My name is Adrian H. I'm intuitive healer. I practice holistic wellness, and I also do spiritual regression hypnosis, which is amazing. All right. You get to see what's in the soul plane for yourself. It's magical stuff. Let's see what we have for you in tarot using the good tarot. What is that spark of hope right now? You know, with love, that magic, what is it? What's the vibe? What's the vibe? What's the vibe? What's the vibe? Where's the vibe? Come on, vibe. You want some love? Come on, vibe. Let's see. Sagittarius, my babies, you are on the burn, messenger of earth. This is a message from your life, your version of life, your perfect version of life that has already got everything together, that already has everything in flow, that already is living that perfect connection, that already has that higher knowing of who you are. This is that part of you that says, you know what, I'm ready to merge. Let's merge, all right? Let's expand that experience of life. More than just love, more than just knowing, being, expressing, expanding, all right? This is you taking that next step, that next level, where things become incredible for you and for everybody that shares your life. It lets you know that you are ready for so much more to life. Maybe your motivation is just love right now, but you're ready for everything. You are ready for everything, okay? Let's clarify that. Let's clarify. Isn't that lovely? Good news, man. Come on. You know, we have a tendency to look at things like tarot and astrology, and we always look at these calamities that are coming our way, you know. It's like when you look at the news, you've got one of two choices. You can either confirm to yourself and get depressed by it because, oh my goodness, the world's falling apart. The news has been telling you the world's been falling apart probably since the news started, you know. But there's also, when you look at the same thing, when you look at everything in the world right now, you can say, you know what, look at all of those things happening over there. Bless those connections. Bless those expressions of energy, because they also confirm to you that you are not on that vibration. You know, if you're in an area where there's no earthquakes, there's no natural disasters, you know, there's not all kinds of pillages and things going on. It's a confirmation that you are not in alignment with that particular energy at the moment. And you can send that energy love, but be careful to get so involved in that energy that you begin to align with it as well. Okay? One of the most powerful things that we can realize as we do spiritual work within ourselves, as we go towards that next level, is that that's got nothing to do with me. It doesn't mean that we don't have compassion. It doesn't mean that we don't have love. But it's, you realize that that soul has a path to follow, has a path to walk. All right? And sometimes from the best of intentions, we try to help. And we actually help somebody deviate from the divine path that is necessary for them. 4 cards came out here. The first one is 5 of Materials, which is 5 of Pentacles. Okay? I feel that for some of you, your focus is more on what is not 100% working out in your personal life, you know, career, business, health, that sort of things, okay? Maybe feeling like it's time to sort of like take some time out to, you know, heal from a previous connection. Sometimes we have these previous connections and they're there to teach us incredible lessons to become ready for your next connection in love, in life, in prosperity, in abundance. It's a step towards something positive, but we focus so much on the person that had to embody that sort of role that we miss the lesson. Okay, if you need to learn about forgiveness, if you get to that stage where it takes you so down in life where you feel there's no hope or anything, oftentimes somebody has to contribute in the pattern to get you there. That person did a divine blessed work or job or task, and sometimes we stay so much there that we never move away from there, and we kind of keep ourselves in bondage. All right. Four voices. Many of you, and you may have had some breakups, or you may have decided somebody's not for you, a connection's not for you, or maybe you're the one who had to do that, like the breakup vibe and things like that, or just realize it's not going to work. Give up on something to make it work. Four voices there. This is you reaching for your inner strength, and it's hard sometimes. It's really, really challenging sometimes. All right, but you're doing it. Queen of Materials, Queen of Pentacles. This is you benefiting from the hard work. This is the connection that is meant for you. Sort of just, the connection working out, as we said right in the beginning. There's wonderful, incredible, universal forces that are assisting you right now. You are not alone. All right? There's a lot of help coming through for you. And it's like it's divinely taking your hand. You're becoming clear about what your blockages are there with the Strength card. What the blockages are in life, in love, in the flow of abundance where it goes and stops, goes and stops. Why is this happening? You are in the space where you are healing those. It's almost like, where you are at this point in time in connection. There's such a, you get to a point where the desire is so strong inside that you actually do the healing that needs to be done. You release those who needs to be released, and that needs to be released within yourself and your connections with others. All right? Let's get you two more cards for that. Just for that Strength card. I like this, by the way. This is you doing the work and that work paying off. Okay? So you've got the Devil, which is, again, about realizing how yourself and the other person is holding up this connection. And this is you asking yourself, is this actually worth it? The Chariot's the next card there, which is a perfect card to follow that. And this is you asking, is this worth it? This is you really having a very serious one-on-one with yourself, and becoming clear with whether what, you placing so much time, energy, and love in, if this is even what you actually really want. If maybe your preferences haven't changed, okay? And this is you moving forward as a result of the clarity you received from doing that introspective work, okay? Let's grab one more. Page of Inspiration. You are getting clear. It's the clarity that you get within yourself first, because some of you think that you are super sorted out, but you're also beginning to realize that you're not. So as you're doing that work, you'll be getting clarity about who and what it is that's really for you. You're discovering that magic, and this could be, I feel for many of you, sort of either opening your heart towards somebody you thought like, oh, that connection is done, or really making a connection in love with a person that you would in your wildest dreams would have imagined that the two of you would ever get something going on. Okay. All right, and if that resonates, Sagittarius, you're more than welcome to like, share, comment, and subscribe. If you also look down below in the description, you'll see there's a link for AC Digital Marketing Solutions. There's my friend that does all my beautiful graphic design. Those are too many cards. You can also connect with me via Facebook and Instagram. Oh my goodness, look at this. Ancient wisdom. This is you not only realizing, you know, sort of like opening your heart again to what is best for you, but embracing it. Okay? Making yourself a priority in your life once again, because I feel for some of you, you haven't actually done that in a while. Finishing off, and you know what? Give yourself a shout out. Wherever you are, say like, I've been doing that, yay, you know? Give yourself that pat on the shoulder, you know? Give yourself that handshake, however you're going to do it. Yay. Let's see what we've got for you in Keepers of the Light. 2 cards. One says Commander Ashtar, call to action. What is it that you want to have? Be clear, all right? Take charge, lead by example, walk your talk. But that obviously also means that you have to do the work to, you know, to clear yourself of those things that are not in pure alignment with what is not purely in flow with you. Okay. We have to do the hard, well, the challenges. We have to do the work in order to gain the benefits. Paul the Venetian, experiencing grace. All right. It says, share your gifts with grace. Waves of inspiration and love are coming to you. And so it is. Namaste. Love and light. See you next time. Bye.